Hey all, this is Brandon. I thought I'd do an educational video tonight on a problem that I've had in the past when I was a beginner in chess, and a problem that I see a lot of beginners have in chess, which is what you do when you're in a position where you're in white's position here, where you have a king and queen versus a lone king. How to deliver checkmate efficiently. It's especially important in blitz games when your opponents are stubborn and they refuse to resign even in a completely lost situation like this one, hoping to just sort of draw on time. I see a lot of beginners just sort of throwing random checks with the queen and not really coordinating the king and the queen together and not really knowing what to do and how to do it efficiently and in the time limit. So I thought I'd teach you guys an easy way to do that. And maybe it's not the most efficient way to do it in terms of fewest number of moves before mate, but it's easy to do. You don't have to think about it, and you can just play the moves fast, which helps a lot, especially if you're playing blitz. So the idea is you want to push the king, either the black king or the white king, in this case the black king, into a corner. It can be the A8 corner, the H8 corner, the A1 corner, the H1 corner, whichever way he's willing to go. And the way you do that is you put pressure on him and take squares away from him with your queen, but without giving any checks. So, for example, you play, say the king moves, you play queen here. You want to cut the king off from escaping down the other side of the board. That's the first and foremost thing you want to do. Notice I'm not giving any check here. So if the king decides to move down the board, that's just good for you. You want to push him down the board as much as possible. But in order to delay that, the most they can do is sort of push themselves to the side. So then you bring the queen in a little bit closer, just cutting some squares off from the king. Notice it's still not in check here. I'm just taking squares away from him. He can go down the board or he can go across. Let's say he goes down. We'll say here. Then you just sort of slide your queen down. You notice I'm still not in check, and he still can't come back up the board this way. So you can run to the corner. You just keep on pushing. So he runs to the corner again. Notice I'm not giving any checks here. I'm just slowly taking squares away from him. When he gets to the edge of the board here, he has nowhere to go but down. And then you employ the same principle, one file down. Just keep on pushing him into the corner. Now you'll notice we've reached a critical position here. And the position of the queen next to the king here, when the king's on the back rank like this, has made it so that the king has only these two squares to shuffle between, A8 and B8. That's it. It's important that you do it like this so you don't stalemate him, which is possible. So now all he has are these two squares to shuffle between, and all he can do is watch while your king comes in, and you can deliver an easy checkmate, either here or here. So, and there's many ways to do it. You could do it with the queen. Excuse me. You can do it with the queen going this way too. You can play like this. Say king here. Now you come down again, same principle. We're one square over and one square diagonally away. King can't come down this way, so he can either go down, and if he goes down, this is just inevitably making it a quicker mate for you, but you can try to live on by going sideways, and you just do the same thing in the other direction. Pushing him, pushing him. Notice I'm still not giving any checks at all here. I'm just being patient, sliding him away. Come to the critical position here, where he has only these two squares to shuffle between. And then you just bring your king in, and there's mate here. So that's an easy way to checkmate with a king and a queen only versus a king. And once you practice it and get it good at it, it doesn't take much thought at all. You just sort of recognize and you know how to do it. And so hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and that was educational. And I'll see you next time. Bye.